Sa muli, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat mga kabansa sa parte ng mundo kayo naroon. Sa po inyong likod, Adolf Paglinawan na nagpupugay na naman ng isang pagbati dito sa ating vlog. Huwag kakalimutan mag-subscribe, mag-like at mag-comment. Ano po? No? Diyan labang tayo nabubuhay sa inyong walang sawang panunood. Madako ako dito sa seemingly untouchable na senador na siguro ay magtatatlong taon na nakakita tayo ng isang hindi ka nais na pagbungad ng klase ng pag-iimbestiga sa ating Senado. Hindi naman ganito ito ng panahon ni Duterte. Pero dito pumasok si Marcos, marami nagsasabi na baka nagkuntsabahan na ang mga dilawan, piglawan, akbayan, makabayan. No? Sama na mga kaliwa. Kung nung panahon ni Duterte, sila tinutugis, binalikan naman ngayon ang pagkabigatibo nitong mga taong ito. At pati mga kapangyarihan ng ating legislatura ay ginagamit para yurakan ang mga karapatan ng mga ordinaryong Pilipino. Hindi hubay isa ako dyan sa mga napatawag sa TRICOM. No? Anyway, ang aking pinatutungkulan ay itong kaso sa Ethics Committee na isinampa ng mga abogadong Ferdinand Topacio, Manuelito Luna at Jacinto Paras. Si Jacinto Paras po ay former congressman. Nag-file sila ng ethics complaint against Deputy Minority Leader Risa Hontiveros for her alleged disorderly behavior and witness tampering. The complaint, filed before the Senate Secretary Office, enumerates Hontiveros' alleged offenses. Among these include the recent recantation of Michael Maurilio, who also known as alias Rene, who served as a witness in an inquiry led by Hontiveros about the abuses in the premises of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, founded by tele-evangelist Apollo Kibuloy. Ang dapat investigahan doon mga kabansay, mga abuso na ginawa ng kapulisan. Ang nangyari, condemnation at ginawa pang pangdurugas, panggugulgol dito mismo kay Apollo Kibuloy. At gumamit pa ng allegedly ay paid witness. Na noong mag-hearing, si Maurilio testified that former President Rodrigo Duterte received firearms from Kibuloy. But he later recanted this testimony, claiming he was forced by Hontiveros to say such things. Retracting his testimony, Maurilio accused Hontiveros of paying him 1 million pesos para magsinungaling at para implicate si Pastor Kibuloy, the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte and the Vice President Sara Duterte. Sabi niya, allegations being hurled against her are nothing more than recycled lies. Sabi niya, ang opisina daw niya ay may tonelada ng ebidensya para i-prove ang testimony nitong si Maurilio is nothing more than pawang kasinungalingan. All witnesses presented during the Kibuloy Senate hearings, sabi niya, spoke freely and voluntarily offered their testimonies and the evidence they carried. The lawyer said in another instance, ito yung pangalawa, strike 2. A certain Mark Clarence Manalo admitted that Hontiveros gave money to one of the witnesses in the Parmali investigation to falsely testify in the Senate hearing against the pharmaceutical and medical supplies firm in the Senate. They likewise cited yet another incident. Ito na yung pangatlo. Saying that the senator was accused of kidnapping a minor. She tried to hide and keep for herself 3 minor children who were supposed to be witnesses in the Senate investigation in the case of Kian de los Santos, a teenager killed by police officers during the anti-drug operation in 2017. We respectfully allege that the above actions of Senator Hontiveros constitute disorderly behavior, sabi ng tatlong abogado. A subject proper for the investigation by the Senate pursuant to Article 6, Section 16, Subsection 3 of the Philippine Constitution, because no less than the integrity of the Senate is at stake in this complaint where disorderly behavior of a senator is being raised and complained about. In a separate interview with the filing, the signatory said they are only filing such a complaint in the name of accountability. Bakit? Aba, sabi ng mga lawyer, it is high time for Hontiveros to herself be accountable because she always asks the Vice President to do the same. And if I may add over some really minuscule and minor alleged wrongdoings. It should also be that if you have offenses or even allegations of offenses, therefore you are accountable. Ha? Sabi ni Risa, si Madam Risa, babasahin pa raw niya ang complaint. Although dinidismiss na niya ito na nothing but a form of harassment at pagsisinungaling. For the meantime, ang Senate Panel on Ethics, yung committee po ng ethics, which will also look into the matter, has yet to be constituted. At sinasabi ng mga earlier reports, mga kandidato para maging chairman na ito, ay walang iba kundi si Robin Padilla na baka siya mismo ang mag-head ng komite. So we foresee a rough sailing here for Risa Hontiveros, mga kabansa. At palagay ko, alam niyo, mahirap pagkabi ganyang nagbabadyang parang Damocles sword over your head. Palagay ko, apektado dito ang magiging performance ni Risa Hontiveros in the face of strong and formidable challenges to her integrity, to her honesty, and to her morality, mga kabansa. So, iwanan na muna natin dyan at abangan ninyong mabuti kung ano magiging development dito. Wala pa masyado tayo inaasahan dahil hindi pa ho naita talaga ang chairman ng Committee on Ethics. Kasi po, yan lamang ang parang lakas ng taong bayan para habulin ang mga abusadong senador at congressman. Doon po sa mga nakaraang filings sa isang senator, nagpa siya ang ombudsman mismo na suspindihin ang congressman. Pero ang sinangayunan po ng Korte Suprema ay yung senador. At the only way that the senator could be removed or for that matter be sanctioned is through the Senate Committee on Ethics. Hanggang dito na lamang po mga kabalta. Magpapaalam na muna kami. At huwag niyo kalilimutang i-subscribe ang ating Atado Paglilawag YouTube channel. Maraming salamat po.